welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lisna Latifah, and today I'm gonna give you material about the ESP, English for specific purposes. But the specific materials I want to give you today is what is ESP itself, English for specific purposes. But before we start it, I just want to remind you, since COVID-19 is still a deadly disease outbreak, let's take care of our health and always wear our mask, wash our hands diligently, and also keep doing social distancing when you are in a crowded places. I think that is my introduction. Let's go to the slides. In the material of what is ESP, I have 5 outlines here that I will explain you in the next slides. The first one is what is ESP, and what is ESP, I will give you a definition and the example of ESP itself. And number 2 is what does course designs involve. Number 3, how do you use a course designs. Number 4, what is the role of the ESP teacher. And the last one is how do the ESP students reach their goal in learning process. I think that's it, and let's go to the slides. One is what is ESP. ESP, or English for specific purposes, is designed to meet specific needs of the learner, relative in content, to particular disciplines and also occupation. For instance, the first one is English for teaching, English for secretaries, English for business economic, etc. I'll give you more explanation about the ESP. If you are medical students, then you got the English subject in your school. You got the general English. For example, you got the basic English, which is you know it. You got it. You got the subject. You got the material since you were in junior high school probably, or in elementary school since you were in elementary school, until you were in the high school. Actually, that is not what you need. What you need is the vocabulary, medical vocabulary, or something that have relation to your disciplines, to your occupations, so that ESP is needed. That is for my explanation about the ESP. I hope you understand, and let's go to the next slide. Is what does course designing involve? There are 3 points here. The first one is ways of describing language. Number 2 is models of learning, and the last one is student need analysis. And now I'm going to explain you about the ways of describing language. There are some points here that involve in designing a course. Okay, number 1 is traditional grammar. Number 2 is structured grammar. Number 3 is transformational. Number 4 is generative. Number 5 is language variation. Number 6 is functional or notional grammar. And the last one is discourse analysis. And now is models of learning. In the models of learning, there is theories of learning. In theories of learning, as you know, English as a second language learning should reflect and imitate that perceived process of mother tongue learning. And remember, never translate. As a new language, English should always be dealt with the sequence. For example, reading, writing, listening, and also speaking. And you have to also remember that frequently repetition is very essential. So do more repetition. Okay, the last one is students need analysis. In students need analysis, of course, if you made course design, student need analysis, of course, is the important thing. Yeah, if you don't know what student needs, then what is the point of the course design? So you have to know what student needs, what is the important for the student. You will reach the goal in learning process. I think that is my explanation for the what does course designs involve. I hope you guys understand, and let's go to the next slide. Now is how do you use a course design? There are 5 points here that I want to explain. The first one is methodology. In course design, methodology is used when you want to know, when you want to reach the goal, when you have to know the characteristic of your students and also the materials that you want to teach. With the methodology that you choose, you will reach the goal of the learning process easily and effectively. Okay, the next one is syllabus. Syllabus is the important things in teaching. If you don't have syllabus, then you will just like blind teacher when you come into class. Okay, the next one is choosing learning materials. Choosing learning materials have to be suited to your students. What student needs, one is the important for the students to understand. That should be the priorities. Okay, the next one is designing learning course. In designing learning course, of course, we have to see what is student characteristic again, and also the methodology, the style, teaching style that will suit into your students, and also choosing the materials that the student needs or the importance for the students to get to reach the goal of the teaching process. Okay, and the last one is evaluation. After all of the process, we come to the evaluation. We have to make the evaluation appropriate with the course design also, so the student will reach their goal easily enough. I think that is my explanation for how do you use the course design. I hope you guys understand, and let's go to now is what is the role of ESP teacher. There are 5 points here. The first one is course designer. As a teacher, we have to make our course designer by ourselves, so we know what the best methodology to teach our students and what's the materials, what is the material they need, and what types of our student, so we can reach the goal easily. Okay, number 2 is materials providers. Not only as a course designer, we also have to provide the materials by ourselves too, so they will reach the goal easily because we make the course design by ourselves and provide the material by ourselves too. And number 3, as a facilitator, we facilitate them with the knowledge and materials that we have. And number 4 is motivation. We have to give them motivation, why they want to reach the goal, and also not only for the subject purposes, but we also have to be a motivator as a good role model for them. And the last one is mentor. We have to direct them to reach their goal, so we have to be a good mentor for them. Okay, that is the explanation for the what is the roles of the ESP teacher. I hope you understand, and let's go to the next slide. Okay, for the last one, how do the ESP students reach their goal in learning process? There are 5 points here. The first one, the students have to join the class minimum 11 times. And number 2, students have to come in time, means not late. Number 3, students have to be active and creative. And number 4, students have to provide notebook and obligatory book. And the last one is students have to do individual or group work on time. Okay, I think that is enough for today. I hope you guys understand the material I share you today about the ESP English for specific purposes. And if you guys found this video is useful for you, please don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and comment down below.
Thank you for watching my channel, guys.